Hello everybody, Astocky here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of the Technicality pack. Off camera, I have worked some things out. I've got some fish oil now, and I will show you how I got that in just a second. I have this ingot caster, which is currently empty, which you saw, and basically I made a second crucible furnace, stuck it on top, and it became this multi-block structure that looks like this. Now the heating up process takes a really long time. You can see it keeps heating up there, but there's no fuel in it, and that is because there is lava in the bottom. And it's had about 2 buckets in it, and it keeps heating, and when it gets down it uses a little bit more lava. It can't go above 1500 degrees though, so that will limit some of what you can smelt. I did some fishing, got some more cod, a regular Minecraft fish, a tuna, and some salmon. Salmon are brilliant because they melt at 180, which is quite cool, and they give you 4.5 buckets of fish oil. So if I throw 2 salmon in there, you'll see they will cook, and should end up with lots of fish oil that goes into this bucket. I don't know why it doesn't tell me how much is in there. 9 buckets of fish oil and a piece of leather. You don't always get the leather. The leather's a bit of a bonus when you do. Also, because 1.7 added junk to fishing, I caught myself a stick, and I caught myself 3 books of Fortune 2 Aqua Infinity 1. I think that might be a slight bug, that it keeps giving me the same book. But whatever. So, lots of buckets of fish oil. Which is, I don't know, I guess great. I don't actually know what all this fish oil is going to be used for. How much is left? 1 bucket left. Look, I think from this point this is going to be enough for me. Now one of the things about this machine is, like I said, it heats up really slowly. The way to fix that is you can actually put upgrades in this upgrade slot over here, and I've got them up on the screen now to show you. The most basic upgrade you can get is 2 heating components and an iron ingot, and it adds +1 degree. So that means for each degree it would normally heat up, it adds +1. So 3 of those would give you basically 4 degrees for every 1 it would normally heat up, effectively making it heat up 4 times as fast. The next one, which I believe is the standard heating upgrade, takes a basic heating upgrade plus 2 regulars plus 3 aluminium. So that is a lot of silicon carbide to make a standard upgrade. But again, obviously a bunch of them is good. Here is the next one again, which is the advanced, and then there is the ultimate, which gives you +14 degrees. It uses blaze rods and titanium though, so pretty end tier stuff. But if you have those, ooh, yeah, that's a debug one. That you can't actually manufacture. It's like a creative item. But yeah, that one there, if you had 3 of those, this thing just goes and just heats up super fast. So you can see I'm almost out of lava there, and this will start cooling right down. But what do we do with fish oil? Well, we bring it over here and we put it in the vat. How do you put it in the vat? Well, the easiest way I found was with a ladle. But that was because I didn't have full buckets before when I did it. And now that we have it, you've got to have something to put into it. So almost seems like a waste of my time cutting down trees. But we get sticks. I believe you place a stick in. No. Let's go for polish. That's going to be easy to search for. There we are, polished stick. Each polished stick takes 5 liters of fish oil. Can you make polished planks? Wow. This only holds 6 liters. And we need, how much did it say we needed? 5 litres. Wow, okay. This is not what I thought. I actually thought it said we need a half a litre. So obviously this is not an ideal setup I've got going here. Yeah, we've now run out of lava, so it's getting dark. I did get a bit of coal thankfully, so it's not going to be too hard to make a few torches. Now I honestly don't remember whether I mentioned in the last episode or not, but I am currently playing with... Who said that? I'm currently playing with the very latest version of Railcraft, which is Railcraft 9.3, that includes, among other things, the electric locomotive, electric tracks, an electric feeder unit that you can power off your steam turbine. There we go. One polished stick. So yeah, it turns out that unfortunately I can't put it in the pack yet, and the reason for that is part of the licensing agreement for Railcraft, and I'm completely and strictly in terms of the licensing agreement of all the mods that are in this pack. Yeah, unfortunately, part of the way this is set up... Bad spider, bad creeper, bad spider, bad creeper. And something you'll notice is when we look at my armor, still full durability. That's because it basically just took away the mana. Yeah, it basically just took away the mana in order to keep it at full durability. So that's pretty cool, and we can open up baubles and have a look and see I've still got... I have no way of knowing how much mana's in there, but I guess it's a lot. Ooh, soybeans. I've heard those are really good. Might hang on to those and eat something silly instead. There we go. So 8 millibuckets left. Now apparently I can use this ladle. There we go, I can use a ladle to take the last little bit out. Stick it in there. So yeah, that is now cooling down because I can't be bothered keeping it heated. But yeah, what did my quarry get for me before I left? Now this thing here is compressed cobblestone, so each one of those is 9, and each one of those is 81 cobblestone, so obviously lots of cobblestone. These are compressed dirts as well, so lots of dirt. Bunch of limestone, fire shards, heap of redstone, lots of good obsidian, some lapis, enough ores, heaps of tin actually. But you know, it did fairly well for me. So what I've done, you can actually see it on the map at the moment, I've moved it over here now, which is where I got the sand from in like the first episode. So pretty happy with how that went. What was I going to say? There was something else I was going to say. I guess I've got my 2 polished sticks now. I can make myself a nicer fishing rod. But I'm sure there was something that I was going to say. We were talking about something when the creeper attacked me and my brain's gone blank now. Blank. Meh. Yeah, whatever, can't have been that important. Fishing rod. Oh, I need 3 polished sticks. You thing that makes me angry. I'm also making lots of sand, because sand has a number of uses, particularly if I'm going to be using that furnace a lot. And now, quite obviously off camera. Sorry about that. So what do we run out of here? We have run out of power. luckily. Lots of charcoal there. 4 should be enough. Yeah, this thing is just making me a ridiculous amount of wood, and so I'm happy with that, happy with how that's working. If you want feathers and eggs, I have them in abundance. I basically have unbreaking tools. Everything is going pretty well at this point. Every now and then I just have to come past here and keep topping these up so they stay nice and full. Those have all stopped now because they're out of lava. How are we doing? That's not too bad, I suppose. Obviously it's enough for a couple of buckets, which will get the quarry going again. Yeah, I thought that by moving that over here I would help myself out substantially. That turns out not to have been so much of the case, because it just doesn't quite fill up fast enough. How's that doing? No idea. Still spitting out a bunch of limestone and things though. Lots of clay there. Leave it to do its own thing. In fact, it's probably poor form of me to just leave it to do its own thing while I've only got 4 engines going. So yeah, mariculture, fish, that kind of stuff. I think it might be time to do the next step. Which is, I think, to make an aquarium. It has to be at least a 3x3 pool of water. I'm going to come out a little bit to here. Darn it. It's going to be at least a 3x3, so there's going to be the base of it. Come up there. Up there. Now hopefully what this should give me is the ability to, kind of like forestry does for bees, but for fish, hopefully. Hopefully. But I think I need some kind of thing like a feeder, is it called? A railcraft feed station. Fish feeder, there we go. So any 2 fish, a chest, and 6 pieces of wicker. Well, the wicker shouldn't be too hard, and the other bit shouldn't be too hard. I still haven't made my 3rd polished stick. That looked like it was only 3 buckets of fish oil. Indeed it was. How hot are you? Perfect. Got 1 salmon left. So still hot enough for me to cook 1 more salmon, which will get me the rest of the fish oil that I need to make my last polished stick. And then we can ladle the last little bit out till we've got nothing left. 3, 4, 5. Throw a stick in there. my string. Excellent. And then as soon as I do this, I'm going to go make that feeding station. And hopefully we can have a bit of a fish tank going on. Excellent. A wooden fishing rod. So now I can use grasshopper, maggot, and bait worms. Whereas the previous fishing rod could use ant bait, bread, and grasshopper bait. So that's a good fishing rod that will allow me to do a number of things that are different than the previous one could. Feeder station, so I need more sugarcane and then sticks. Thankfully this just keeps growing by itself. I've got plenty of it anyway. Everything else I have a little bit less of, but well, except for cactus now, because that system downstairs should have given me like a Basquillion cacti by now. Tree farm doing its thing. 1 Basquillion. 42. Yeah, 42 is not a Basquillion. Yeah. Seem to recall getting stuck down there once before. Yep. So 42 is not a Basquillion, but it is definitely better than nothing. Still kind of slightly disappointed I can't just pick up eggs. So much wood. Literally ridiculous amounts of wood in there. So to build that feed station I need 6 of these. Each one needs 5 sticks. And then I need lots more sugarcane. Six of them, perfect. Stick all of the things back where they go. I'm gonna keep you for now because I want to plant you. Need a chest. Don't I already have one of you? Yep, so there's a chest. Then I need 2 fish. Hopefully any 2 fish will do. I will use that tuna and one of my stackable cod. So a cod and a tuna. Ooh, what do you get out of that? Fish meal. What am I doing wrong? So it says any, looks like any Minecraft fish, and those are mariculture fish. So the tuna works because it's a Minecraft fish. Ha. Looks as though we gotta go fishing again. I'm getting good at this fishing thing though. Obviously because you watch the particles, here they come, here they come, here they come, and caught it. What did I catch? Squid. No thank you. How does that even look like a squid? Come on. Seeing lots of splashing, lots of interest. Super sorry about that noise, but there's no way that I can know to stop it. It's a thing I got running in the background. What'd I get then? Another cod? Come on, really? Just want a fish. Just give me a fish. Not a fancy fish, just a fish. And nobody blow me up. Come on, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. I caught another stick. Okay, I'm going to have to pause the video and come back at some stage later once I have another fish. Back in a minute. Awesome. A regular, boring, raw Minecraft fish. Much better. Now the only thing I have to work out is what do I actually feed these fish? Pretty sure it goes on the bottom. Missing food. Missing a male fish. Missing a female fish. I didn't even think to check those symbols on those fish. We got looks like okay, not stack. Female cod. Female, female. Male, female. Whatever, we got a male, female. We got a male cod and a female cod. I wonder if they eat grasshopper bait. Hope that they do. Male. Female. Hover over its indicator to see the issue. It's too hot. How do I fix that? Okay, so we've got 42 pieces of fish food now. How do I fix hot? I should have read the book. So we need to cool it down 8 degrees. I probably should take both of the fish out just so I don't end up killing them. I wonder if I can... Squid, maybe? Are you a fish? Where'd you go, squid? You can produce water droplets and ink sacs. I'm sure I had another squid somewhere. Up here. I don't think a raw squid is going to cut it. I think that's kind of like a squid that I've killed. Okay. Tools and things. Where'd that book go? Fishing and breeding. Need to make a sifter. Yep, got that. Done that. Need to get fish oil. Yep, got that sorted. Yep, got that sorted. It's the different kinds of fishing rods and the different kinds of baits. That's going to be really useful, but it's probably going to be hard to make. Okay. Okay, so we definitely probably need the aquatic environment analyzer. So a cod needs -3 to 20 degree salinated water. So somehow I've ended up somewhere that was a bit too hot. You know what? I'm never going to work this out otherwise. 4 of those, 1 of those. So it's any Minecraft fish and a compass. So once again, doesn't work with a mariculture fish. Will it work with that? Ah, come on. Stupid game. But yes, I definitely get the feeling that I'm doing something wrong. So what biome am I in over here? I am on a beach biome. What biome am I in over here? A forest biome. I wonder if I'll have any better luck with a forest biome. It's going to be one last ditched effort, otherwise I'm going to have to fish, I think. Top that back up. Good little tank we got going here, I think. Except for the giant hole in it. Yep, so that's good. That's now a fish tank. Does this book tell me anything about changing the temperature? Salinator increases the water salinity. Filtrate will decrease it. Hatchery incubator to hatch eggs. Ah, too much stuff, too hard. Get the feeling that if I break this block, probably, what do you need to break? Hopefully it keeps all its stuff. So hopeful. Okay. Can do this last ditched effort for this episode. Okay. Where'd I put my fish? Getting kind of frustrated at myself now. Okay. Need one male, one female cod. So they're both just unhappy because there's no food. Well, that I can sort out. Apparently you just, well, it looks as though you just throw saplings in. Everything else I tried doesn't seem to work real well. Half a stack of saplings, that's how that goes. So we get 19 bits of grasshopper. Hopefully that's the only reason why my fish are unhappy. Ha! Perfect it is! Awesome! Fertility is extremely high, which is great. and lifespan is long, productivity is normal. So does each one of these use a piece of fish food? No. Something gonna happen now? Oh, that's gonna go for a while. How are we doing over here? Not really getting out of the good stuff yet, and you are once again out of power. Yeah, I will totally deal with that off camera for now anyway. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Astocky out.